Presidential Executive Order, Improving Education Outcomes by Empowering Parents, States, and Communities. March 20th, 2025. Overview. This executive order reflects a dramatic policy shift in federal education oversight, aiming to dismantle the U.S. Department of Education, DOE, and devolve its responsibilities to states and local governments. The order criticizes federal involvement in education and calls for a return to more localized control. Section 1. Purpose and Policy. Main argument: the federal government's involvement in education has not improved outcomes and has created a large, ineffective bureaucracy. Reading and math scores are at historic lows, with a majority of 8th graders performing below proficient levels. The DOE was created relatively recently, 1979, and the order implies it was politically motivated, tied to union support for President Carter. Funding context: the DOE administers over $60 billion annually in education funding. An additional $200 billion was distributed during the COVID-19 pandemic. DOE's Public Relations Office alone employs over 80 people at a cost of $10 million annually. Higher education: DOE currently manages $1.6 trillion in student loan debt. It compares the Federal Student Aid Office, 1,500 employees, to large banks like Wells Fargo, 200,000 plus employees, arguing that DOE is not equipped to act like a bank, recommends transferring these functions to more capable entities. Conclusion of section: federal oversight is failing. States and local communities should take over the DOE's functions. Section 2. Closing the DOE and returning authority to states. Administrative Directive. The Secretary of Education is instructed to begin the process of winding down the department, consistent with legal limits. This includes ensuring uninterrupted services and a smooth transition to state control. Program oversight: federal funds must be allocated in compliance with federal law and administration policy. The order specifically prohibits funding for programs that include diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, or gender ideology, signaling a clear ideological stance. Implications: if fully implemented, would mark the first time a cabinet-level department has been dismantled since its creation. States would gain complete control over K-12 and higher education systems. Could impact federal education funding, including Title I, Special Education IDIA, Pell Grants, and student loans. Could result in major changes in civil rights enforcement in education, especially concerning race, gender, and identity-based policies. Controversial aspects: moves to eliminate programs associated with DEI and gender identity, aligning with broader cultural and political debates. Critics may argue this undermines equity in education and protections for marginalized groups. It raises legal and constitutional questions about whether a president can unilaterally dismantle a cabinet department. Congress created it. Final takeaway: this executive order is a bold declaration of intent to dismantle the federal role in education, citing inefficiency, poor academic outcomes, and bureaucratic overreach. It aligns with a state-centered, local control philosophy and reflects strong ideological opposition to federal influence and progressive educational policies. Subscribe for more!